We meet again. Welcome. What made you decide to visit me today? You remembered? You're too kind. It is nice to see you again. I've been thinking about the time we last met. I felt I may have scared you away, honestly, but it appears I was wrong. That is good. Why that facial expression? Have I done something wrong? I'm smiling? I didn't notice. But you have always brought out the best in those around you. I am no exception. Speaking of those around, the ocean breeze tells me you've been spending time traveling again. How was it? Sumeru? That is a place even a wanderer such as myself would never set out to explore. Did you enjoy your time there? I see. Yes, it is a wonderful thing when people are kind. Did you run into any trouble? Not directly? That's interesting. I'd like to ask you to elaborate, but it's getting late. If I ask one question, I'll just ask another, and we'd stay on this one subject all the way until you fall asleep. As much as I'd love for you to get your rest, I'd rather continue talking. You'll have plenty of time to go further into that in the morning. So, did you meet anyone in the new city? I see. You've met lots of new faces then. I hope they'll remember you when you return. You're a wonderful friend to have around after all. And although I'd love to have you completely to myself, you've proven that to be rather difficult. So, in that case, why not share the thing that the world deserves? It'll always come back to me in the end. The ones that love you always will. Got you again? Well, you never did give me a concise answer to that question. But you always fail to hide your true feelings. It's alright. I'll wait for you, as long as it takes. Speaking of, how are things with the Yashiro Commission's most trusted? Going well, I hope? Calm down. I'm only teasing. Your relationship is none of my business. But at least humor me with an answer next time. Really, I've heard from the captain that he is an upstanding gentleman. I hope that for your sake, and his own, that she's correct. Huh? Oh, nothing. I was just saying that I hope anyone who is that close to you is one with a true heart. Can't lose you to someone who isn't as good as I am, can I? Just stop worrying about your feelings. I've been just about as salty as the ocean, but I'll be fine if it means you'll be happy. Your emotions mean more to me than my own. I do have one request, though. May we share this night together? Alone. There's some things I'd wish to discuss with you, without the backdrop of the deep sea. If you'd rather stay in your room by yourself tonight, though, please do not hesitate to say no. I just think that staying with me would benefit you. There are a couple of things I'd like to show you. Nothing serious. I've just gathered some things since we last spoke, and I feel that the low light of my room is the best place for you to view them. Please, trust me on this. I think you'll like them. You'll come with me? Wonderful. Just this way. Be careful. The boat has started to sway. The wind is growing stronger as the moon rises. In here, quickly! Sorry. It smelled as though it were going to rain. I didn't want you to get wet. If you did, I couldn't have handed this to you. Okay. I'm going to give you something. Careful now. It's fragile. Just as I thought. It glows in your hands. That means the elements have you in mind. So far, The captain and I have been the only ones able to hold one of these without causing it to wither away. This plant is very special, you know. And I figured since you've just come from Sumeru, you may hold a new appreciation for it. It is sensitive to the energy balance around it. Too much or too little exposure to the elements, and it will fade away in a matter of seconds. I thought that something so delicate would do well in your hands. I've potted one for you. Hopefully you can set it up in your home and care for it. It's no rock garden, and I won't claim to have a green thumb, so I cannot guarantee I'd be much help in learning to take care of one. But I was told that if you do so much as appreciate it correctly, it will flourish. If anyone has the heart for such a thing, it would be you. Please, take it as a symbol of our love for one another. Or, at least, my love for you. I wish for it to blossom under your care as much as I have in the time we've known one another. This leads me to your second gift. It isn't anything as tedious as the flower, don't worry. It's actually this here. Another plant, yes, but I want you to keep this one on you, as often as possible if you can. It's a blossom from the sacred sakura tree in Inazuma. But its life has been preserved using the power of dendro. In other words, it won't die on you. Not unless you do something gravely hazardous. There are a few ways you could hold on to it, but for now, I think here works nicely. It looks pretty next to your face. Depending on when your next trip to Mondstadt will be, I've heard there is a shop owner there who could make something else out of it for you. A necklace? An earring? A bookmark? Whatever you see fit. I hope you keep it as an accessory, though. Having it on your person the time you come visit me next would make me quite a happy man. I just hope you appreciate these things. They may not be extraordinarily expensive, nor are they flashy in any way, but they suit you, and that is what I tried to focus on. You like them? This is good. Well, then, I hope to see you with them the next time I come to see you myself. Yeah, you heard me correctly. I know you're going to settle down somewhere soon. Even if it's not for long, I hope to pay you a warm welcome before you head off again. Think of these as housewarming gifts. So, where is the next lucky nation you plan on visiting? I was shocked you boarded the Alcor for a ride. But now that I think about it, usually this means you plan on going somewhere with us soon. Care to tell me where that may be? Mondstadt? So my assumption was correct. Well, what takes you to the City of Freedom? Are you visiting a friend? No? Or kind of? Interesting. If that is not your main goal, then what is? Ah, I see. No, don't make that face. I'm not envious at all. I just... Well, that means I'll see the two of you together soon, yes? I'm afraid that simply was not something I'd mentally prepare myself for. So, what I should be saying is, thank you for the warning. You think I'm sad, don't you? I assure you, there is nothing wrong with taking a loved one on a trip, a journey, an adventure. He deserves to see his hometown. Don't let my petty feelings get in the way of that. I've already told you, dearest, I will not get in his way. That would be uncordial of me to say at the very least. And what kind of friend would I be to you if I tried to vandalize your happiest moments? I will just do my best to disappear when the two of you step aboard. You won't hear so much as my breath on the back of your neck. I promise. You have my word. I swear it. I've said all this, and yet the look in your eyes still declares that you pity me. Am I truly that easy to read? Like an open book. Wow. Even I didn't think it would be that obvious. So, yes, maybe I am the slightest bit uncomfortable with the idea of you two traveling together. But it isn't for the reasons you think. Take a moment to visualize my thoughts in your own head. You'll be traveling to a distant land, by sea, and by carriage, alone, with a man I have yet to meet or understand. And, by the sounds of it, you two will be doing everything together while you are able. Speaking, joking, laughing, eating, drinking, sleeping. As someone who feels the way that I do about you, these thoughts churn in my stomach from time to time. I often wonder about the things you do when I'm not present to see them. Our current relationship, be as it may, does not help to erase the uncomfortably vivid images nor the rudely intrusive thoughts. And with the news that you've just given me, it may be safe to say that my heart sank a mile into my chest. Merely the concept of someone experiencing the things that I'd wish to keep to myself can send pain to my chest. But none of this is your burden to bear. As I've said, you may live your life in whatever way you want to. Oh, look, all that worrying made me tired. I don't think I've been this stressed since before we met. See what you do to me? I'm only joking, dear. Don't be so pouty. I think the joke was funny. See? That lovely grin on your face tells me I'm correct. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to get comfortable. It seems my body has prepared to wind down. If you'd like for me to escort you to your room before I lie down, I can do that now. You want to stay here? As in, with me? All right. I have no gripes with that at all. In that case, make yourself at home. I'm going to latch the door. And done. Now, even the most vicious of winds cannot disturb us. I'm rather pleased that you've decided to stay with me. It was the last thing I expected, in all honest truth. Please, have a seat on my bed. I don't mind where. I'll be there shortly. I just need to... And... alright. What's on your mind? Your expression is rather inquisitive. My hair? I suppose you've never seen me with my hair down before. Yes? I take it down at night to save me the trouble of a headache in the morning. Do not think it will get in the way, do you? The opposite. What do you mean by that, exactly? Oh, you want to... Well, yes, that's quite alright. You can mess about in my hair to your heart's content. Just don't be rough on me. This is nice. I never had intimate contact like this. It feels good. Safe. Whoever gets to share nights like this with you most frequent is a lucky one indeed. So, you sleep alone? Traveling so often will do that to you. but I've heard it's good for the heart to at least have one frequent companion. They do not have to be human, of course. A cat, or a dog, or strange floating mascot all work just fine. Oh, don't worry about the last one. I've seen some things in my time traveling. But, really, if you can, try to make a friend. Someone to be there for you when I'm not. No, he doesn't count. That's different, okay? I don't even see why you'd ask me that. I meant you should get a pet, or something of the sort. Do I count? I'm not too sure, my dear. I'd like to say yes, but given your current situation, I don't think I can take that liberty just yet. If anything, I'm still surprised you wanted to stay in my room tonight. I was more than ready to wish you sweet dreams and spend my night alone. Yes, I understand that you have felt inclined to. You asked to, after all. It's just that a lot of things you want are very confusing to me. Even as someone who studies the art of rhyme and lyrics, riddles, myths, and legends, I can't fully wrap my head around how about you wish to travel with him. Yet you're lying in bed with me now. I have to be honest. It hurts to think about. The way that I can have you at this moment, yet your heart clearly leans in favor of another. And even with this being the way things are, you still find it hard to decide. Listen, I know the two of you aren't official, but that does not make me feel any less wrong for being with you here. Holding you tight, though comfortable, does bring with it that familiar pit in my stomach. I worry that maybe you're just sparing my feelings. Say that you aren't all you wish, but it will not change the facts. I've heard the way that you speak about him. Even today, you spent hours laughing and smiling, talking about your upcoming trip with the captain. Perhaps I should have stayed in my room. Maybe I would not be so nervous now. Well, yes, I was listening in, but it was not intentional. Even if I was able to step off the boat and trek miles away, the wind would send those messages to me. And you weren't exactly quiet about it either. So, the confidence I'd managed the last time we met was not able to manifest itself with me today. I feel pitiful. I don't need you feeling bad for me. If you spend your time worrying, you'll never get your rest. Believe me, I still mean what I said. This hasn't changed my opinion on you in the slightest. So long as I am able, I promise you, I will do my best to make you mine. That is just looking exceptionally difficult for the time being. Never mind all that. I really shouldn't stress you out before the big day. So, as much as I'd love to tire you out and make communicating with him more difficult for you, I'd rather uphold my integrity. Besides, I'm sure you'll have a more difficult time already knowing what you know now. Truly, though, I apologize. It is wildly unlike me to express myself in this way. I suppose you simply bring out another side of me. You've always been able to do that. It's a dangerous skill. I pray that you do not abuse it. But I'm sure you agree we should change the subject, yes? Perhaps move our conversation to something more interesting? Good. Any longer in that headspace and I might have shed a tear. I'm joking. Of course, the more important thing is that I get to share this time with you. I'll be content with it for now. Why don't you tell me some of your personal goals while visiting the City of Wind? I've been once before. It's a beautiful town with beautiful people. So you intend to try the wine? Might I ask what you were doing on your last visit then? For business? Oh, I see. Someone's popular, What do I mean? Well, if it's you that they entrusted the work to, I just know that business was high on the ladder of importance. No, this isn't idle flattery. I meant it. You have a very unique skill set. I'm sure anything that you put your mind to will be a worthy endeavor. It seems the motion of the sea has gone to me. Are you getting sleepy at all? Yes? Well, that is to be expected. It seems I'll get to fall asleep beside you tonight then. I look forward to it. So, what exactly were you busy with while in Mondstadt? Did you come back with any notable stories? Ah, I see. Designing stylish bottles for the Dawn Winery. If their beauty is anywhere near that of their creator, I'm positive they are magnificent. And what took you away from the city so soon? From the way you describe it, that trip was not a long-lived feat. Urgent business in the city of contracts. A busy one you are indeed. Well, you are going to have just a busy day tomorrow, yes? I'm only teasing. Though, am I still correct? If I know anything about the captain, she's not going to give you an easy break. On that same token, she is aware of what we share as well, is she not? I doubt the poking fun will be as frequent. So, you have talked to the captain about me. That makes me feel like a special man. Then again, I'm sure Beto was the one to bring it up in the first place. She cares for all three of us to some degree. It is likely she does not want to see anyone hurting. I admire her for that. If it were up to me, my selfish desires would win tenfold. And there it is again. There's something so calming about a boat's unsteady nature. It coddles you like a warm motherly embrace. Though, no embrace is quite as dear to me as yours. We should sleep soon. I can already feel myself starting to nod off. No, I won't sleep just yet. I'd like to enjoy the look on your face for as long as I can before you set off on your next journey. Although the outcome may be undecided, being here with you in the present, it warms the soul. You don't know what effect you have on me, do you? The level of control you possess. I suppose it's a rather luck-drawn card of fate for me. I fear the things you could convince me to do if only you did so much as know how. Being aware of the power you hold is powerful in itself. Perhaps I should start affirming that your heart will belong to me sometime soon. Hopefully, those cards too will be in my favor. Are you finally drifting off? Please, set your consciousness free, like a leaf floating through the wind. You'll need your body well rested. The walk from the port of Liyue to the Mondstadt wall is a long one, dear. I don't want you tripping and falling when I'm not there to catch you. You can trust me with your life, you know. No harm will come of you so long as I can help it. Though for now, all I can do is encourage your recuperation. But I promise you, if you do so much as call me while I am within the bounds to hear you, I will do my best to heed your cry. This means tonight, and tomorrow, and even into your trip to the city. I'll watch over you tonight and make sure that you sleep well. So please, let yourself drift far away. I'll be here to reel you in when morning comes. Good night, my dear. I love you.